What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC USD. It is the 12th day of July. We are moving right through this month, you guys. Already like halfway done. $64.1 thousand with roughly 8 hours left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. And let's get into it, okay? Here we are. Moving up still. I do believe that we are moving up still, even though yesterday we did move down a little bit. Let's see. Friday we closed higher. Saturday we closed lower. Sunday now we are actually right where we closed Friday. So this is great because we are now we're not getting that weekend pump activity or weekend dump activity. You guys, the reason why that's great is because if we're pumping over the weekend, typically you expect to dump over the week. If we're dumping over the weekend, typically you expect to pump over the week. This neutral kind of stance gives us some free rein to run higher. There's plenty of times in Bitcoin's history where we've seen a pump over the weekend and we still pumped more that following week. It's not a guarantee. Nothing's perfect in TA or in historical references or patterns. Prior behavior does not guarantee future performance, but typically, statistically speaking, a pump over the weekend is no good. So being right here is good. Being right here is nice. We look at CoinGlass. I had to restart my computer so everything's all refreshed. I have to come back to where I was. Let's see. 7-day time frame. Yeah, I mean, there's a good bit of longs, there's a good bit of shorts, whatever. You know, we could move down a little bit, clear out some longs, and still pile on some shorts and clear out the shorts. But just because there's more longs than shorts doesn't mean we have to go down at all. Believe me when I tell you that $2.3 billion is a lot of money. The market makers will be happy hunting these stop losses and liquidating these levels. So BTC here, looking at it on the 1 hour time frame, very boring for a Saturday, right? Very, very boring. It's very typical Saturday, just moving sideways, not a lot of volume. Sunday comes in and, well, pow, we're getting some volume. We're getting some stuff going on, plans being made for the next week, I would assume. That's a lot of volume, guys. It's a lot of volume. We didn't go anywhere. It looked like we were going to break down, and we didn't. So I really do assume that we're gonna start moving up again. Like I was saying a second ago, if we were to move lower, it's okay. We could move back to 63K. I think that'd be fine. You know, we could go down here, find support at prior resistance, maybe find support down here at prior resistance, something at like 62.3K, anything and everything in between there, and still go higher. I would assume that we make a higher low and then move higher if we are to go down. But I'm not 100% sure that we do go down. Right now, this kind of looks like a bull flag. It's bull flag like in nature. It's just this is so, you know, jumbled up, but still it does have that kind of flaggish look to it. It's just because of the weekend. Really, it's because of the weekend. We're just moving sideways and choppy. 1 hour indicators. RSI is bouncing off the oversold zone. You did get overbought. You did not get oversold. You were getting deeper into the overbought zone here, not getting oversold so much, living above the 50, not really living below the 50. See, that's good, but you still have this like lower trend. I don't know how to feel about the 1 hour RSI. And that's fair because we have this choppy sideways stuff. Stochastics look good. MACD, very bearish overall as far as the histogram goes, but you're actually in a position to come back up above the zero. That would be very bullish. And you've been red for so long, it might be time for some greens. So the fact that, what the heck's going on here? The fact that this green is just now kicking off might be a bullish signal in itself. Again, though, I don't want to see us move up too much. Call it a superstition. It's nothing like too crazy, right? Friday closed right here. I don't want to see us move up too much from where Friday closed. In fact, I'd rather us close down than close up because any type of negative reaction typically is met with a positive reaction over the following week. Positive reactions over the weekend, negative actions over the week, but not always. It's just typical. On the 4 hour, this looks a lot more like a bull flag. Yeah, it looks a lot more like a bull flag. And if that is the case, if it is a bull flag, it walks like a flag and it talks like a flag. It goes, hey, I'm a bull flag, and it goes all the way up to about $67,000. Very flaggish. Looking at this here, 4 hour RSI looks bullish. It really does look bullish overall. That's the only negative thing is the rejection off the overbought zone, but look at what you did with it. You just high and tight consolidation. It actually looks really good. Rejecting the overbought zone after getting into it's typically not a good sign. It's not what you want to see. but what you've done afterwards, the following consolidation, I mean, this looks great. I mean, this is getting you set up for higher prices. It set people up to think that there's a double top coming in here, so people have had time to make their shorts, make their longs, whatever, make no move at all. People have made their beds, they're lying in it, and I think we're going to get the results of that. Do be aware, Bitcoin has been very volatile. So again, as I've said a couple times in this video already, we could move lower and then we move up. You know what I mean? Like if you were here saying that we're going here, you weren't wrong, but you saw some volatility before that happened, right? I'm thinking we go up to 67K or higher from here. We could see some volatility first. It is possible. And I mean, even in this range, we see some volatility to the downside. You know, we could get below 63K and still be in this kind of flag formation. Stochastics technically have a bearish approach here. The MACD is bullish overall. Bullish RSI, bullish MACD. It is an overall very bullish stochastics, but just right here, momentarily bearish. So maybe you continue to consolidate for the rest of the day. Sunday, that would make me happy. And then Monday, you can start to rally. Might be a boring day. Daily stochastics being overbought. We love it. MACD is about to cross above the zero. We love that. The RSI is looking bullish as well. It's pretty neutral, but it is looking bullish. Bullish because higher lows, bounce off the oversold zone, higher highs, bounce off the 50 level, aiming for the overbought zone. It's got bullish foreshadowing here. And I would say later this month, I would, and I do expect that later this month in July, we will be above this high. So, I mean, that's at 67.3K. It's Sunday now. By the 17th, by this next Friday, if not the Friday afterwards, sometimes between now and like the next 10 days, I do assume that we're going to be above 67K, 68K. I think that's going to happen very soon. And perhaps even above 70K by the end of the month, but we'll see. Time will tell. I've got nothing else for you. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Rather short one today. I just don't know if there's anything else that's worth really talking about. Shout out to all the TBB people. I've dropped some shout outs to TBB along the way in these Bitcoin videos and various other videos, and from literally all the way down here. I think the very first time I talked about it, we were somewhere around here, at least on this channel, right? The first time I talked about it on X, I think, was over here, maybe on Discord, but throughout this whole area. It's crazy, crazy gains. All the way from the low, which I doubt most people bought the low, but that's a 50-something X. If you bought the high of this low consolidation range, you're up like 26X. Just phenomenal potential. And I think it's going to go higher, whatever, though. I thought I heard something. Yeah, looks good, man. Looks good from a weekly perspective. Looks like we're definitely getting to the end of this bear market, but I don't believe that we're there yet. I think that we do have lower to go, but only just a little bit. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Take care.